Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel, friends. This one's going to be short and sweet. Today we're watching Andor Season 2, Episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. Nothing to it but to do it, friends. If you could do me a quick favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to watch this masterpiece known as Andor. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now, once again, it's time to return to Andor, Season 2, Episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction, and away we go!
If it's a war, and you keep saying it is, it's not up to us.
This is crazy. I just finished watching episode 8. Who are you? This is insane. I love this show.
You need to be protected.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
How nice for you.
You are very sure what he's saying.
They're on the verge of promoting him, and then he goes and does something like this morning.
He'll be there when you need him.
Yeah, he will.
Is there no one who can help us? Is there no one?
What a character. What a performance. Luna is absolutely crushing it. They all are. I mean, I tell you what, if I see a poor performance or a mediocre one, I'll point it out. Otherwise, just assume that all this stuff is awesome, which if we're watching, we all know that, as I state the obvious. The menace that they are able to produce with an opening title card sequence is unreal. Look at that.
But they've gone too far, and we all know it. We need to speak out. We need to stand up and speak the truth. And then we need to leave. Both of us.
We have a plan. That's not the issue.
Then what is it?
I'm not going anywhere.
Ha 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 ha.
I have to stay. We have to buy time. We're not ready. Yavin isn't ready. We need to stall.
Oh my God.
And Yavin needs your leadership. I just can't go with you. Not yet.
He never gets a chance.
Until no one. Be ready to leave the moment you're done. And be very careful.
Oh my God, this is Mon leaving the Senate. Holy, I always wondered how this went down.
There's a Senate catering entrance we like. These credentials will work inside, but they scan for weapons at the entrance. You'll want to hang on to this one. It's a surface pass. It's good all season. You were a witness to the Gorman massacre. One would think there'd be no stopping you. The senator you'll be saving is about to risk everything, putting a voice to the atrocity you just survived.
I need to start making my own decisions.
I thought that's what we were fighting for.
She's amazing too. Oh my God. Yeah, I was gonna say it's gonna go down right away. Man, they are doing tension so well.
How did you know I would be here?
Erskine Samaj works for me. He wanted to tell you himself, but here we are.
He works for me.
All this time?
He's protected you in ways you'll never know.
Isn't that wonderfully cryptic?
Ha 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 ha.
Bail Organa's team is corrupted.
What?
You're just terrified what'll happen if I get arrested.
You need to think clearly.
Oh, be careful what you ask for.
You can't leave with Bale's people. And you can't tell anyone what I've just told you.
Do you remember Take Elmer, the banker, my childhood friend?
Are you gonna put me out to pasture with him?
I'm sending someone I trust, someone I know I can trust. You'll ask if he's alone. He will say, I have friends everywhere.
It's also a threat.
It's always a bit quiet this early, but that Senator Mothma, it's gone dead. Plus the driver. It seemed worth mentioning.
Yeah, you're right.
When did you start?
After the wedding. 2 years.
Oh my God.
You're dismissed.
Oh.
It's been an honor.
Incredible, incredible stuff.
Excuse me, we have an immediate problem. Did you talk to Mothma? What are we doing?
I shouldn't have told her about Erskine.
Is she speaking or not?
I don't know.
Somebody knows.
It's coming undone.
You've stayed here long enough. I'm not finished yet.
They're gonna find you, Luthen.
You act as if we had a choice.
Hmm.
You appeared when I needed you. Aldani, Narkina, Ferrix, Sinar, Minarao, Gorman. And here we are.
The end of the road. Okay, we're focusing on several distinct people here. Are these Bales people, or... I hate the Bales people who are compromised, too, because we obviously know that Bale himself is not.
You'll have to float this morning. That's the best I can do today.
Thanks for being bad at your job.
You've met.
Just now.
What are we doing?
Senator Mothma's making a speech. When she's done, we'll escort her to the plaza where there's a ride waiting.
Who's the mole? Or are they all the mole?
Well, I'm stuck here now, so let me know if anything changes.
He was talking with somebody. I wonder if that was one of them. Sounded like a female voice.
I've just been told the morning agenda is set. The chair has no intention of letting any of them take the floor.
Manipulation of Senate procedural. Jesus. I mean, this is... Jesus.
The day has finally come.
You don't have to do this.
Yes, she does.
Do you trust them?
Of course.
Do you know them?
Personally, no, I can't. It's not safe. Next year, in Yavin. Tear the shit out of this place.
Oh, what an unsung hero of the rebellion, Bail Organa.
Martyrs who gave everything on the brutal streets of Gorman.
As the threat grew, did we not mark the arrival of every new Gorman provocation? The tragic broth we sipped this morning.
The tragic broth.
Watch the door. I'll get the blasters.
She's the mole. Yep.
Hello.
Yeah.
Show me that.
Sure.
Jesus.
Senior Senator from Hope. Graciously accepted, thank you.
My God, the tension. Woo! Pucker factor, 15.
That a senior senator, in the case of emergency,
may yield the floor freely, without interruption, to another senior senator.
shut down the Senate feed. Imperial authority. Shut it down. Yes.
Is she even going to get her speech out?
And few bonds of affection that cleave so tightly.
Look at that elevator.
I stand this morning with a difficult message. I believe we are in crisis.
What are they doing?
You're in deep shit, buddy. They're going to hold you responsible for this.
You need the sequence key.
So let's have it.
We took it up to the security office yesterday.
Of all the things at risk, when truth leaves us, when we let it slip away, when it is ripped from our hands.
Amazing.
On Gorman was unprovoked genocide.
Go get him, Mon.
The monster who will come for us all soon enough is Emperor Palpatine.
Holy shit. Dropped the Emperor. God, she's awesome. She is so awesome.
I was in Gorman yesterday. I saw everything in the plaza. I have friends everywhere.
Detained immediately. She does not leave the building.
Yeah, let's see, enforce that, dickhead.
I know Luthen can be hard. But if he's right about this, you have no choice but to come with me.
God, I mean...
The Senator has a very important meeting to get to. Who are you? We're here to help you.
She doesn't need to
Let's move ahead.
Stand down, everyone! Back away! That means you.
She's a rebel spy!
Nice job, kid. Yeah, anybody else?
No time to figure this out.
No. Go, I'll get there.
No, you won't, kid.
Down!
Yeah, dude, you're part of the problem now.
I've got this, go.
You don't, buddy. Oh, you guys know how I hate that. Go ahead. I'll buy you time. He's never making it out.
There's a ride waiting for us.
I'm not sure I can do this.
Yes, you can.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Yeah, baby.
She's gone.
Yeah, she's gone, buddy. These shots, and they're not just like quick close shots where you can not worry about the ambient background or anything. These are wide, expansive, long tracking shots. Oh, you kid, you made it this far, which is farther than I thought you would.
I'll find them. I'm trying, but we've got to be ready. Go to the gallery.
I swear I think she's in charge. I mean, they're partners, sure, but I really think that she might be the 1A partner. See the traffic? That's awesome.
That's my driver.
Will you help?
No, he's an ISB plant.
Name?
Cloris.
Cloris! Cloris!
What are you doing?
We found her!
Who are you?
Hey, look at me. Give me your hand.
Thanks, Cloris. They have you now, Bale. You're in deep shit, buddy. There's no other way to put this. Now, what about her husband and family? There's been no mention. I can't believe you got out, kid.
I can't believe you made it.
Yeah.
Is he back there?
It's time to leave. Everybody, it's time to leave.
Made it out. Trying to save the day.
It's amazing.
Listen. He's safe. He knows you made it back here.
Almost home.
Almost home. I don't like the sound of that.
You know this place.
Yeah.
Lived here.
I'm not sure how to thank you.
Make it worth it.
He's not doing too well.
Is it back?
No. It's clean. He's young.
He's his nurse.
He's young.
There's a dead KX unit backed up inside.
KX droid?
I think we got all the pieces.
I think we got all the pieces. I just love how this show slows things down. And it's kind of like letting us, it's like you're still tense. And you're like, they made it, they made it, they made it. And you're like, you're still tense. There is no relaxation. There is no loosening of the grip. Everything is razor's edge. Welcome to the rebellion.
I'm done. I'm not doing it anymore. I've done what I can. But I want this right here. I want to be with you.
So good.
We'll find some place quiet. There's still places to go to. The only special thing about me is luck.
Oh my God, did she leave?
My love, you're sleeping now.
Oh, dude, she did.
I want to be brave, but I can't. If I was brave, I would stay and do this in person. But I know you, and you just talk me around. It is a choice. It just can't be me. I can't be the reason you leave here. We have to win. We have to beat them. And I believe you have purpose in making that happen. I need to believe that.
Oh my God. It sets Cassian on the path. Jesus.
I'm choosing the rebellion.
The outbound! The transport! Where are they?
Everything is leaving went this morning!
Ugh. My God, does he never see her again?
But it's over. And we've won. We can do all the things we ever wanted. Everything we know we've missed. I'll find you.
Son of a bitch.
They're getting ready to power up the droid you brought in. The KX unit?
We can tweak endlessly once it's stable. It's really just a question of whether the cortex swap is rejected or not. We have some protective goggles here.
I'll take a weapon.
I'll take a weapon.
3, 2.
Hello. If I've offended you, I apologize. If not, I'd appreciate you pointing that elsewhere.
Wow. Holy smokes, everybody. All right, everybody, we just finished Andor Season 2, Episode 9, Welcome to the Rebellion. And the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just finished watching Welcome to the Rebellion, the 9th episode of the second and final season of Andor. God, I'm running out of stuff to... there's only so many superlatives you can use here for this show. Unreal. I guess Bix's leaving is something that I didn't actually see coming. I thought that we were going to lose her, which absolutely is still on the table. I'm just saying that I thought that that was going to be kind of like the final straw for Cassian to just throw himself into the rebellion. In fact, whenever he started talking about like, this is it, this is the end of me, I'm like, oh my God, the only thing that's going to keep him in here is if the Empire kills Bix, and then he's just going to be on basically a suicide run at that point. And her leaving was not on my bingo card. I didn't see that happening. To be very honest with you, I mean, Bix has been nothing but, you know, a supporter of the rebellion. She's a rebel through and through. It's just to hear her say, I choose the rebellion, packed way more weight than I thought it would. What it should, because I should just expect her to say something like that. But the sacrifice that she was willing to everything, her life, her Cassian, everything, she was going to sacrifice it all for the rebellion because she knows that Cassian is vital to the rebellion. I mean, the idea that they're able to write such strong characters that would if you were to describe them, like put them on paper and you're just, you're giving a treatment for what this character is, especially at this moment. Like you're describing Bix as she currently stands, as far as, the PTSD from the torture, all of the problems, the drug use, the things like that have kind of been incorporated or moved beyond or part of her. They're everything like that's part of her. You don't really would necessarily think that Bix would be able to maintain this level of self-strength, you know what I mean? Where you would think that just for the way that she views herself, like she would be not worth as much, or she wouldn't have the same type of level of passion, of purpose, I think, where she fits into everything. And the idea that she was still so strong and so, really could perceptive that she knew that he's leaving there because of me. He wants this. If I remove this from his ability to have, the rebellion is all that's left. And that is such such a loving and such a savage thing to do to Cassian. I mean, it really, there's no other way around it. It really is. And I'm not saying that Bix is heartless in what she did. I mean, it's what somebody that is a true rebel, a true member of the Rebel Alliance would do. Knowing it's almost like Bix knew, like, my job in all of this is to make sure that Cassian does his job, and that's like you're boiling it all down to a statement. But there's way more in it than that. There's way more emotion in it than that. There's way more feeling. There's way more, basically stakes, like what stakes that Bix has in this moment. And she's willing to gamble it all to make sure that the rebellion has that. She wants to win. And it's not this pie in the sky win. She wants victory. She wants to be able to defeat the Empire. She wants to be able to set things right. And again, just having that type of selfless path charted is absolutely, it's such a strong aspect of a character that on paper shouldn't have that type of strength, but in practice absolutely displays it and does so legitimately. Like, I'm not sitting here questioning whether or not Bix would be able to do this. I believe it. I believe it. But for those of us that have seen Rogue One, which I'm assuming most people have, you're on a course, and we knew the course from season 1, episode 1. We knew how the story ends. We know where it goes. We know the moment right before this chapter's the end. We know it. We know how it goes. And to be able to watch it though play out and for it to maintain that same level of connection, that same level of weight, where we're looking at these things and going, oh my God, it's absolutely amazing to me that, you're told the ending and yet there's still tension, yet there's still concern, there's still stakes, there's still emotional investment. You're not looking past any of these things. The last sentence, but you need to know every one that came before it. And that is absolutely masterclass storytelling. There's no other way to say it. It's you tell them the end and they still want to know how to get there. Unreal. The craziest thing is, and you all know, I take notes all the time. Past 2 episodes of Andor, I haven't taken a note. Not a note for the past 2 episodes. I have been so engaged in what's going on that, I literally couldn't look away. I couldn't dare miss anything that was going on, or at the very least, take time out of the present to write a note from the immediate past. It was just, oh my God. But, in this one especially, the escape from the Senate, where Mon and Bail, kind of giving up his time, that was an amazing moment. In the history of the rebellion or the Republic, whichever you want to call here, and even the Empire, this is a moment of distinction. This is a moment where a senior senator stood up and was able to actually get a voice out, to be able to get, to shout it from the rooftops, even for a brief moment, enough where, we had a reactionary shot of several people watching, several of the senators watching, where they were like, you know what? She knows what she's talking about. Mon has never been, hyperbolic when it comes to these things. These are statements of fact, and the spin is off on this one. We're not getting what the news media is feeding us from the Gorman front or whatever horse shit that is. It was so well done. Again, the stakes have been set since the beginning of this series. But in this moment, there was still such exquisite tension. And again, if you're a fan of Star Wars, you know that Cassian and Mon make it out of there. You know they do. But that did not negate, for me anyway, did not negate the level of weight and pressure as you're watching this and you're thinking, oh, well, how do they get out? Do they get out? And you're like, yes, they do. Of course they do. Right now, do they get, there's questions abound. And it's absolutely unreal that they're able to maintain that while already having revealed the end. I'm actually dreading these last 3 episodes, and I've said it before, I'm dreading them for numerous reasons. One, this is going to be the culmination of this entire storyline. People that we don't see in Rogue One, I can only assume we're going to hear the end of their tales, like Bix and everybody like that. We're going to find out what happens to them. And when it's done, I am going to watch Rogue One again, because I want to be able to watch it now with the context of 2 seasons of Andor when I finish season 2 of Andor, to be able to see it for what it was intended to be, to have the background, to have the knowledge, to have the history that was part of the Andor passage. And again, I'll say it, and I'll say it a million times more, this is the best thing that Star Wars has produced. Outside of the original 3 movies for the original trilogy, which set the stage and set everything into motion, this is it. This is the best. This, and I would also include Rogue One in this. This team knows what's going on. And again, no disrespect to The Mandalorian or to, any of the other shows that have come out. I've enjoyed them quite a bit. But this, to me, this is like the tip of the spear, the apex predator of what you could create, of what is possible inside the Star Wars universe. This level of art is possible, and it is displayed magnificently by this team. Gilroy and everybody are absolutely crushing this shit. Oh boy, everybody. But now, looks like K2SO's back in play. So we knew that was coming. And so I guess we're going to jump ahead another year, which will take us right up to the events right before Rogue One. Oh, I get chills and like an uneasy, nauseous feeling. Oh my God, so we get to watch the end of this fantastic tale. Friends, I mean, what do you all think here? Place your bets, everybody. What do you think? There's ways to speculate about everybody, but, and I'm not convinced that everybody passes away either. It's easy enough to be able to say that somebody went through the events of, canonically the original trilogy and points past, where they just weren't featured, I mean, I'm down with that. I'm down if they, let's say this. Friends, what do you think happens to Luthen? I mean, does he make it? Clea, do they make it? I mean, they are so embedded. Do they make it? I'm on the fence about both of them, just because they are the ones that have been there the longest. They're sticking around on Coruscant. Oh, friends. But at this time, there's nothing to do but to wait and see it through, my friends, because as they said, and as is the title of this episode, welcome to the rebellion. Friends, if you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel, and it allows me to alert you next time it's time to go live with some Andor. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. If you're not a fan of Patreon, stick with us here on YouTube memberships. You'll get all of our episodes about a day early. But friends, now it's time to say goodbye. But where should we say goodbye from in this magnificent show? Friends, I say this. We say goodbye from the base at Yavin, because we're rebels. We have always been a part of this, the Rebel Alliance, the rebellion that is forming against the Empire. And now we are in what many would assume would be the first chapter of the rebellion as we move towards the events of the Battle of Yavin. But friends, we know that there were books written before the perceived first chapter. And it is our job to see that first book through. Until such time as we can do that, my friends, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.